Hey Chantel, thank you so much for booking a reading. I'm really sorry I wasn't able to get your reading done a few days ago like I wanted to. The energies have been intense, but I feel much better today, and I was not going to try and attempt to do yours when my energy just wasn't completely good, you know? So here we are. So what I like to do, because I have a feeling this is going to be a kind of a long reading, you sent a lot of questions. Now, I don't usually like to answer, when it comes to career, important things like that, and I have my reasons. As tarot readers as well, we can pick up on one of the potentials. So you should never base decisions on a tarot reading. There's a lot of stigma when it comes to that, because you can ask the same question with me and then you can ask another tarot reader and it's going to be a complete opposite, or it can be the same. But I want you to really know that you create what happens. You probably already know this, but we really do. So if you notice too, a lot of times even in my general readings, I don't do outcomes. I might, but it's a potential. But that's the reason. So for me, it's more about clarity. It's about guidance. It's never an absolute thing, and that's what I want you to know. So they're telling me, I'm getting a few messages. The person that you're connected with, as I was kind of meditating before your reading, he's been kind of in and out. So we'll look into that. And then I'm feeling like your heart chakra, there's some issues. It's like there's a need for to open up. There's some kind of deep-seated stuff, and it's affecting your lower chakras. And I'm feeling in my solar plexus as well, and that relates to self-worth, self-value, your self-esteem, your life force, how you feel about yourself. So in the heart is the gateway, right? It's kind of like how all the chakras are able to flow. And so if there's one chakra that's kind of congested or blocked or not really functioning, it can cause the other ones to be like that too. And so what I'm getting is your root chakra for sure, all your lower chakras, and then your heart. And that's kind of going to help open up the other ones. So, all right, let's, those are the few messages I was getting. Because I feel like you overthink as well. But it's part of your inherent nature, and that's okay. But I just want you to know that you create what happens. You have more power than you realize. So if you can balance out those chakras as well, it's really going to push you forward. Okay? Share your thoughts. Don't hesitate, and don't think you're not good enough. And this relates back to the solar plexus. Yes, it's time for you to write. It's time for you to get your voice out there. Hear the ancient ones. You're being guided. Protect the wild and green. So definitely connect with the earth, because that is going to help you big time. I mean, go sit in your backyard, and usually I tell people just take off your socks and shoes and grounds. You can sit in a chair and do it, but for you, I want you to like sit be like a child, because I feel like there's this innocence that you have. I just feel it. I feel like you connect with elementals, and you may not even realize this, like I'm getting like fairies, and maybe you're attracted to things of that nature anyway, mermaids, things like that, elementals. But go ahead and lay down, in your backyard in the grass, and just feel the energy of the earth, embrace it. And when you're doing that, imagine like you have roots coming out of your feet connecting to the core of the earth. That is called grounding, and it's going to give you a supercharge. All right, so embrace spirit. Yeah. So this is a time for you to really hone in on your spirituality. Know you belong. Yeah. So somewhere in childhood, need and necessity. Somewhere in childhood, your root chakra has really been affected. I'm gonna tell you, I'm feeling that too. Make the sacrifice. There's something that you're gonna have to walk away from. Seek your destiny. And I feel like you're getting the guidance, but you're like not really sure. You need to do it. Respect your boundaries, yeah. Vigilant. And we have surrender to the flow. Okay, and then we have show that you care. So, okay, I'm getting a couple of different messages. The issues with your mom have affected your root chakra as well. There's a need for you to show that you care, but respect your boundaries. But if you've been holding on to any kind of resentments, it's causing blocks within you. And remember, any relationship, whether it's a mom, a brother, a friend, a coworker, a romantic love interest, an ex-husband, there's some kind of mirror. There's some kind of lesson we're supposed to learn, especially if there's things that are not working out. With your mom, there's something there that within my heart and my root chakra, I'm feeling it. Lack of forgiveness. There's some kind of resentment. And I feel like you do care about her immensely. That's not the issue. But there's still something else there, and I can't quite figure it out. I don't know what it is. It feels, what's the word? Like this, something with support system. Like maybe she hasn't been there, or maybe you're there too much, or it's not equal, and there's some kind of resentment. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting. So let's see. Chantel, you got some love coming in. I'm just going to tell you, you have like a renewal coming in if you can embrace your spirituality. Clarify, show you care, please. Yeah. All right. There's holding on to any kind of resentment, because I feel like you're still holding on to something that didn't work out. Too much stress. Maybe that there's some heartache here, and it's causing you to feel unbalanced, not good enough. You need to release that, okay? Because it's kind of keeping you stuck. So I feel like that's the Libra. It could be with your mom too, or even a past partner somewhere. It's like the people in your past, we're gonna find out, but the people in your past, there's a need to just release and forgive any kind of resentments, because you're still holding on. All right. Okay. What if I respect your boundaries? You're undecided here about some situation. I feel like that's your love interest that you haven't really completely walked away from. You're thinking about it. Not sure if this person is stable. I feel like there's been like you like when you were with this person, it's like you weren't quite following your intuition. There's indecision about it, but you need to respect your boundaries. Because I feel like you allowed things to happen or you just like went with it, but I feel like it wasn't stable enough for you. And so there's choices that you have to make regarding what's a need and what's a necessity. If something adds to your life and it brings positivity, then keep it. If it doesn't, it's like you're at a point where you need to evaluate like what's important to you and what's not. Because if you want your life to change, it starts with you. It starts with you. And right now is your time to build up your foundation, which is again the root chakra. My throat is starting to lock up as well. So there's a lot of things that are repressed within you, and it's causing an imbalance. It needs to come out. So grounding is going to help you so much. Lay in that grass, okay? I'm not kidding. Make the sacrifice now to say no. A lot of times people take your energy is what I'm feeling. So you need to learn how to shield. You seem very sensitive to energy. And it's caused you to have like a lack. And I feel like when you need to, when you finally get there, you stand up. But it takes, you're pretty, and over time it's like, it's just kind of drained you, situations. And it's caused anxiety. And that's another root cause of acne, is the root chakra needs to be implemented. It needs to be, you need to ground. You need to get into nature. But take off your socks and shoes when you do it, even if it's 5 minutes a day. There's a negative ion exchange that happens. It's beneficial to our organs, our system. There's a lot of studies on it. And it's very, like when the shoe came out, when the government invented this shoe, they put that rubber sole in there, and guess what? It disconnected us from the earth. So if you can connect back to the earth, even 5 minutes a day, you're recharging yourself, and you're getting rid of all those emotions. Because I feel like another thing you do is you pick up this energy and you hold on to it, and it needs somewhere to go. And so you're kind of getting congested. You're holding on to too much in your auric field. So ground all those emotions out. Before, I couldn't feel energy. Halfway through my awakening, I woke up and I had hand chakras, and I didn't even know what hand chakras were. But now I can feel the energy when I ground outside. It's really different once you can feel it. So look into Reiki. I have a friend too that does sessions, distant healing. She's amazing. She does it over the phone. She's wonderful. But your throat is really needing some, in your lower chakras. I mean, you have a lot of repressed stuff that's kind of blocking you. And so take this time, your guidance. I know it's kind of early. I haven't even pulled the cards yet, but I know what I'm getting is that you need this time right now to really build up, because you have things that you want to do that you're supposed to do, but there's this not sure. This is really about your self-worth. So if the chakras, balancing those is really going to clear out all that old energy, all the things that you don't need. So that way you can feel this flow and you can really experience what you're supposed to be experiencing. Things are coming in for you, but it's like you've got to connect. This is your chance to co-create, to really work with the universe, understanding that the law of attraction is not just simple, I can go outside and claim to the universe, it's whatever. Sure, that's affirmations, they're good. Mantras are good. But it requires more than that, and that's what people don't understand. That's where the secret kind of, it is the secret, but it's not. It's more than that. It's an energy shift. So it requires you to really do the inner work, clear out. It's all about your energy. And everything you can do to learn about self-healing, do it. And that will build you up. So when you start, because the energy doesn't understand English or French, it understands energy. So if you emit and say mantras or affirmations, guess what? It's likely that you're going to get that back. But it's really about raising your frequency, raising your vibration, because then you emit that signal out to the universe and it comes back. It's law of attraction. But it's not just the spoken word. It's your energy field. It's, you know, and so you have to do whatever works for you, and it's mind, it's body, and it's spirit combined. It's that mind-body connection that a lot of people don't have, and you don't have that right now. You need that. This is your root chakra, all your lower chakras. It's like connect to your body. Connect to your body. How do you do that? Grounding, meditation, you know, honoring yourself. Anytime you take care of yourself and nurture yourself, guess what? You're starting to heal yourself. So the 3 things I recommend: meditation, even if it's 5 minutes a day, grounding, and salt baths. Epsom salt baths. It starts to heal your aura. It releases negative energy. It cleanses the aura. It gets rid of all the excess, especially if you pick up people's stuff. So learning about energy and how it works is critical if you're really sensitive. Ask Archangel Michael to shield you. Imagine a bubble around you. This is your boundaries. Placing boundaries and not being, you know, because it's hard when you don't have boundaries. And I had to learn this. I had to go through this experience where I would put my boundaries up, but it was like on the other side of the spectrum where it was like I was shutting everybody out. Not cool. So then it was like, or I had no boundaries. So finding that like middle ground where I feel confident, I feel good, that I'm stern when I need to be. I don't really care if because I used to worry about how other people felt way too much. I had no boundaries. And I would take on whatever it was all the time, and it's not healthy. So I personally went through that phase and learning about the chakras and my lower chakras and connecting my body. So mind, body, spirit. Healing is multifaceted. And they definitely want you to right now to embrace spirit. They want you to go ahead and take these actions to get you to where you're supposed to be. Know that you belong. Seek your destiny. It's like, it's time. So being vigilant is not only, again, protecting your boundaries. This is about persevering, but it's also about using your intuition to stay away from certain people, because there's a need to here. Let's clarify this. Be vigilant. So this is your new beginning. You need to leave the past behind. You had someone in your past that was, I'm telling you, a lot of heartbreak, and I feel like it's that person that I feel like he's trying to come back, but he had very self-interested motives, and so it's like, keep moving forward. Do not get stuck in your mind don't put any more effort into people that are only going to bring you unbalanced. So we'll look into that, but I'm feeling it's that person that you're asking about. And I was getting that from the very beginning of the reading. So definitely you're meant to go ahead and write. I feel like that's another way that we start healing our bodies and stuff. When we connect to source, one way to do that, anything you're passionate about, writing, drawing, anything creative, guess what? You connect to source. When we create that passion, whatever it is, it's like that's what you need to follow. You're getting guidance to actually do that. That's what you need to do. And especially if you want to be a business owner and all of that, it's like you need to start healing and building up and watch how your life changes. And you can create this. Union, gratitude, playfulness. So I feel like protection. Yeah, you're okay. Let's see what this union's about. Kindred spirits. So you're going to be meeting some people. You got to surrender. All right. There is someone that is coming back to you, but you got to surrender it for now because there needs to be some kind of change. Celebration. You're going to be very happy though when this does happen. But you need to, in order to get past this, you need to release it for now. because it's causing you to have too much anxiety, too much fear. It's keeping you stuck. In order to bring this in, you've got to go through this process, I feel. That's what I'm feeling. So set some intentions. This is you setting intentions, infusing your spirituality, all the stuff that I'm telling you, so you can build and create and get the things that you want. And you're going to be soaring, like celebration, playfulness. It's like you're entering into a new cycle, but you're having to leave things behind. But you're going through this process so that this can happen. You are being protected. I feel like you're meeting other friends and whatnot. Like you've got some help coming in here. Stay in gratitude when you get depressed, when you get down. Just keep this high vibration, because things are going to come in. And that's the one I want to clarify. Tell me about union. I feel like you're going to be in union with yourself, to be honest with you. I'm noticing the chakra colors. Like you're going to really step into your alignment if you can just start doing the work. Wow. So this is very... wow. Hold on. There's someone from your past. You're going to get a message. Could be a fire sign or an air sign wanting to return. It's going to be kind of unexpected, all right? Someone you had a lot of passion for. I feel like someone made a decision, like you just decided to move forward or move away. It didn't end good. I feel like there's unresolved issues. Could be an ex. It's going to be unexpected though. The thing is though, is that if this person can't bring you stability, that's where you need to make sure this is in your best interest or not. So, and I feel like for you, I'm feeling that it's time for you to put because this person was immature. It wasn't in your best interest, and I feel like there were other people involved. This is your time to find yourself, because you've been kind of like closed off. And I feel like this person still pays you attention, but you've gotten out of this like energy, like you made a choice to like leave this behind or stop, something happened here. And things are easier, but it's still kind of unresolved. But this person didn't bring you stability. There was passion there, and I feel like they want to try again. So don't be surprised if you get like a message or whatever. But what I'm also really getting strongly is that you're gonna come into union with yourself and watch how things transform. But I do feel, and I kept getting this message even before this card, that someone was trying to come back. So we'll see. Let's see what you need to surrender. What does she need to surrender? What does she need to surrender? Chantel, please. Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Yes, so you definitely need to build yourself up. It's like you've been settling, and you're much stronger than you realize. And it's time for you to embrace that. It's time for you to know that. And you have like this there's a lot of repression. I'm feeling it again. Like, but they want you to connect to spirit, ground those emotions out to help release them. Salt bath. Surrender and procrastination. So stop overthinking. It's time for you to act. Act on your health. Act on your healing. Act on your complete healing. Like really, like this is your like time to bring in those things that you've been waiting and deserve. Now is a time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna get a lot of recognition. And this, yeah, see, it's like you've been getting this guidance. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. There it is again. Surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. The bottom of the deck, surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Wow. Yeah, there it is again. So I feel like if this hasn't already happened, he's gonna come back in. I feel like, again though, it's not just in your romantic life. Like, we're gonna look into Libra, but that's been kind of an issue for you. You know, and the reason we go through those experiences is because we need to really build ourselves up. It's a mirror for us to realize that we do deserve love. We do deserve, like, if you're lacking self-worth, it's not going to come in the form of a relationship until you build that up. And I didn't understand all this until I started to heal. And really heal. I mean, really heal. We have patience, yeah. So I feel like you have some things you got to do, lessons that you have to go through. It's like you're going to remember who you are. If you can start with those 3 things, I'm telling you, you're going to have so much good stuff that's coming in. Pleasure. It's like you're going to start blossoming, but you got to, like, start somewhere. And it's like, wow, expect the unexpected. Expect your life to change. This is, look, this is everything I've been feeling for you. New beginnings. Let me tell you something. I don't always get this card with everybody. You know why I got it with you? It's because you really are connected. But you don't realize that. And now is the time, the perfect time for you to start remembering. You have everything you need within. They've been guiding you. And this is your time. You're walking through this gateway. Expect good things. You're going to start blossoming. You're going to have so much fun, but there's a need for you to go through this time period. Patience. This is like the red balloon to me, is like your dreams, your foundation. You're going to have all the support you need. Just walk through. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like you're going to have help, but there it is. It's like you're resisting releasing things. But if you can release what you know you need to, and you're going to know what you're going to need to release, you're going to make your dreams come true. So at the bottom of the deck, I have surrender. So take the time to enjoy this time, actually, because you got this coming in. Abundance on every level. And you're going to be connecting back to who you really are, which is amazing. If you feel guided to help women, I think that's something I'm guided to do too, and it's important because, you know why? It's necessary right now. The divine feminine energy is raising, and we need to support one another. We need to, and so maybe you have to learn about all this stuff now, because you're going to have to put it into place.